I don't book sessions for a studio, period. I just see if the client wants a studio, I just direct that clients to someone else, because I'm no longer doing studio photography right now. I'm only doing the outdoor photography and on location. So today is those days whereby I share my story. It's a story time. So without wasting your time, let's get started. I know that sometimes I like to talk about photography things and stuff. Yeah, but today I think it's just that one of those days whereby I take a decision on my photography. My announcement for today is that I'm thinking of moving from studio portrait photography to outdoor photography. The reason being of that is that I've compared many of the photos that I've been taking from in studio and also in outdoor photography. Just noticed some very strange thing that this thing is not applying to all of us. It's just my own opinion. Firstly, the studio portrait is much costly, especially for me. I needed to rent a space for doing my studio portraits, and then that does not come cheap, so you need to factor your prices in when you're booking a client for studio photography. So now most of the money is now going to the studio. Booking a studio, you tend to increase the amount that you are charging to the client. So when you're increasing the amount that you are charging to a client, you pose to the client that you are very expensive, because you need to pay fees for the studio usage. Here in South Africa, like they're charging almost 300 per hour in a studio, or can I say that where I was booking the studio, they were charging me almost 300 rand for the hour. So you need that when you are quoting for a client, you need to factor that amount in your prices. So that tends to be costly, because we're charging higher prices for the client, and most of the client try as best as they can to save money, although you're producing a good content, quality content for them. But mine, especially my clients, tend to look on cost saving opportunities in my quotations and stuff. So yeah, so you need to book a studio. You need to factor in the setup. You need to factor in the makeup as well, so that does not come very cheap. So you need to factor in that. So it's just one of the things that I've noted in working in a studio portrait. Secondly, one of the biggest reasons that I'm thinking of shifting from to on location or outdoor photography is that in a studio, as much as the picture can be perfect, as much as the picture can be perfect, it can be beautiful, but I think for me it lacks those story times, So especially when you are in a studio, you're just taking pictures, but I'm changing from studio to location or outdoor, because I am looking for on my pictures, I need to look for stories. I need to create stories rather than taking pictures randomly. I need to create a story whereby when you're seeing your images, there's something that is coming up. For example, most especially when you have events or events in your lifetime, like wedding, like events, like those kind of thing, your couple portrait, when you're taking pictures of those kind of stuff, there's a story behind it. So the client or anyone, if seeing those pictures, you can see that okay, even the client, when they see their pictures, they will remember that day. They will remember that day, like, oh, this day, it was this day we were getting married, or we were proposing to each other, or we were just having a Valentine's Day together. So yeah, I just want to shift from my studio portrait to outdoor and on location, because I'm looking for stories in my pictures. So that's the other reason that why I am shifting from now. I'm thinking, let me not say I'm shifting, I'm thinking to shift from completely from studio portrait to outdoor and location portrait, because when you are on location, you remember the day, you remember the occasion, and also I just want to my clients to feel that when I'm taking their pictures, they will remember me as someone who made their day. What I mean about that, I mean I just want to represent my business in such way that when I'm taking pictures for people, they remember, most especially the occasion, but again, they will remember me as their typical person that made that memory last. What I mean about that is that I've been watching some videos from different creatives here on YouTube, and I won't mention the name, but I've just seen someone that is there on the photo shoot. When you're there, meaning that you're making your clients' days extraordinary in such a way that you bring energy. You bring energy, not just camera and taking pictures and keeping quiet. You need to direct them in the best way as possible. You need to pose them as the best way as possible. So I just got the inspiration from that as much as this guy is taking pictures and doing videos for weddings, he's not just there to take pictures. He's making sure that everyone is comfortable in the room, and everyone is comfortable speaking to him and communicating with him as well. So he makes some jokes, and maybe you can guess, maybe because he's well known here on YouTube as well, he's producing the best videos for weddings and stuff, and he does a tutorial. Maybe you can guess who's that, but most especially he's been talking about something that is called time coding, if I'm not mistaken. So he's just there for people. So I've just got an inspiration from that. So now I'm thinking of changing my style in photography from studio. I just want to close anything that is related to studio. I mean that if a client tries to book for the session, I tell them straight that I don't book sessions for. If a client tries to book for the session, I tell them straight that I don't book sessions for. Studio, period. I just see if the client wants a studio, just direct. So yeah, I think that for me is okay for now, because when you are in location, you need to get permissions, maybe, or just, yeah, most of the places you need to get permission to take pictures and make sure that you respect their environment. And also, the thing about location and outdoor photography is to note the transport fee or traveling fee. That's the only things that you have to take in mind when you are booking a client for outdoor photography. Other than that, anything else is just taking pictures. And I just forgot another thing that I wanted to add here, is that when you are outdoor, you tend to get challenging environments. You get to experience some certain things. What I mean about that is that the weather is changing. You need to, maybe the client, if it's booking you for 12 o'clock noon, the sun is up, so you need to factor that in and try to work on that location as best as you can. So outdoor photography, it's giving you a variety. It's making you adapt to the environment that is there. So that alone makes you learn more about photography and develop your skills. So you know that when you are booked by a client to take pictures for maybe at night, you have different experience. When you are shooting in the midday, you have different experience. Then you need to adjust according to that. For example, when you are maybe taking pictures 12 noon, midday, the sun is up, so you need a variable anti-filter. There's a video that I've talked about concerning a variable anti-filter. Maybe you can check it up here if it's there. And also you need to factor in your 5-in-1 reflector. So I think last year I made a video about my 5-in-1 reflector, how to use it, how to fold it, but I haven't yet spoke more about how to use it as well. So you can check that video. It's a long time ago video, but you can check it as well. I will pin it here. So you need to maybe work around those things to when you are booked during the day. The sun is up and it's outdoor, there's no shade, maybe some stuff. Going forward, I will do some kind of those videos whereby I give you exactly what is expected, so how I go about different environments when I'm outdoor. So, and then when it's night, you know that you don't have to bring the 5-in-1 reflector. You need to have a good soft light. It's either you're bringing a speed light or something. Thank you so much for watching today's video, story time video. I hope you enjoyed and liked the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss any video that I post, as well as I've said that I'll be posting videos going forward related to outdoor photography, on location photography, or behind the scenes when I'm outdoors. So yeah, it's just those things. So thank you so much. Let me not waste your time any further. See you on the next video.